Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into 5 simple yet effective ways to save $1,000 fast. Let's be real, saving money can be tough. It's not always about making huge sacrifices, but rather about making smart choices that add up over time. Whether you're looking to build an emergency fund, save for a big purchase like a down payment on a house or that dream vacation, or just want to get a better handle on your finances, these tips will help you get there quickly. We're talking about practical strategies that you can implement right away to see a real difference in your bank account. Remember, even small changes can make a big impact when it comes to saving. Let's get started. All right, let's kick things off with the foundation of any good financial plan: tracking your spending. You've heard it a million times before, but that's because it's absolutely crucial. You can't manage what you don't track, right? Think of it like trying to lose weight without monitoring your calorie intake. It's just not going to be as effective. The same principle applies to your money. By keeping a detailed record of every dollar you spend, you gain valuable insights into your spending habits. You might be surprised to discover where your money is actually going each month. Those daily coffees, those impulse buys at the checkout line, those subscriptions you forgot you even had, they can all add up to a significant amount without you even realizing it. Now, there are a ton of different ways you can track your spending. You can go old school with a pen and paper, create a spreadsheet, or use one of the many budgeting apps available. Personally, I'm a big fan of using budgeting apps because they automate a lot of the process for you. They can link directly to your bank accounts and credit cards, categorize your transactions, and even send you alerts when you're approaching your budget limits. The key is to find a method that works best for you and stick with it. Remember, consistency is key here. Don't just track your spending for a week or two and then give up. Make it a habit to review your spending regularly, whether that's daily, weekly, or monthly. The more you track, the more aware you become of your spending patterns. And the more aware you become, the better equipped you'll be to identify areas where you can potentially cut back and save some serious cash. So, take that first step and start tracking your spending today. You'll be amazed at the difference it can make. Let's face it, we live in a world of subscriptions. Streaming services, music platforms, gym memberships, meal kits. The list goes on and on. While these services can definitely offer convenience and entertainment, they can also put a serious dent in your wallet, especially if you're not careful. Think about it. How many subscriptions are you currently signed up for? And how many of those do you actually use on a regular basis? Chances are, there are at least a few that you could probably live without. That's why it's so important to regularly review your subscriptions and be ruthless about cutting the ones that you don't use or need. Start by making a list of all your subscriptions and their monthly costs. Then, go through each one and ask yourself, have I used this service in the past month? If the answer is no, it's probably time to say goodbye. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But what if I need it in the future? Here's the thing. You can always resubscribe if you find yourself needing the service again. In the meantime, think of all the money you'll be saving each month. Another tip is to be strategic about the subscriptions you do keep. For example, instead of subscribing to multiple streaming services, consider rotating between them. You can watch everything you want on one platform for a few months, then switch to another one when you're ready for something new. This way, you're still getting your entertainment fix, but you're not paying for multiple services at the same time. Remember, every dollar you save on subscriptions is a dollar that you can put towards your $1,000 goal. Chapter 3. Cook at home. All right. Let's talk about food, specifically how much money we spend on eating out. I know, I love a good restaurant meal as much as the next person, but the truth is, eating out can be a huge drain on your finances. Think about it. A single meal at a restaurant can easily cost the same as a week's worth of groceries. That's why cooking at home is one of the most effective ways to save money. And no, you don't have to be a gourmet chef to make delicious and affordable meals at home. There are tons of easy recipes available online and in cookbooks that fit any skill level and dietary preference. Start by planning your meals for the week ahead. This will not only help you save money on groceries, but also reduce the temptation to order takeout on busy weeknights. Another tip is to make cooking at home fun. Get creative with your recipes, try new ingredients, and involve your family or roommates in the process. Cooking together can be a great way to bond and save money at the same time. And here's a bonus tip. When you do eat out, be strategic about it. Take advantage of happy hour specials, lunch menus, or early bird dinners, which often offer discounted prices. You can also share entrees with a friend or family member to cut down on costs. Remember, small changes to your eating habits can add up to big savings in the long run. Chapter 4. Sell unused items. Okay, this next tip is a fun one. Let's talk about decluttering and making some extra cash while we're at it. We all have stuff in our homes that we no longer use or need. Clothes that haven't fit in years, gadgets gathering dust in drawers, books we've already read. You know what I'm talking about. Instead of letting these items take up valuable space, why not turn them into cash? Selling your unused belongings is a fantastic way to declutter your home, simplify your life, and boost your savings all at the same time. There are so many platforms available these days that make it easier than ever to sell your stuff. You can list items on online marketplaces like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or eBay. Or, if you're looking for a more curated experience, try platforms like Poshmark for clothing and accessories, or Depop for vintage and streetwear items. Another option is to host a good old-fashioned garage sale. This is a great way to connect with your community and get rid of a large volume of items quickly. No matter which platform or method you choose, the key is to price your items fairly and be honest about their condition. Take clear and appealing photos, write detailed descriptions, and be responsive to potential buyers' inquiries. Remember, one person's trash is another person's treasure. What you consider clutter might be exactly what someone else is looking for. Chapter 5. Set a savings goal. We've talked about tracking spending, cutting subscriptions, cooking at home, and selling unused items. Now, let's talk about the importance of setting a savings goal. Having a clear and specific goal in mind can be incredibly motivating and help you stay focused on your savings journey. When you have a target to aim for, it's easier to resist impulse purchases and make conscious spending decisions. Think about it. If you know you're saving for a $1,000 emergency fund, you're less likely to splurge on that expensive pair of shoes or that unnecessary gadget. So, what are you saving for? Is it a down payment on a house? A dream vacation? A comfortable retirement? Whatever it is, write it down and make it as specific as possible. Instead of saying, I want to save more money, set a specific target, like I want to save $1,000 in the next 3 months. Having a deadline will create a sense of urgency and keep you accountable. Once you have your goal in mind, break it down into smaller, more manageable milestones. For example, if you're aiming to save $1,000 in 3 months, that's about $83 per week or $12 per day. Seeing these smaller amounts can make the goal seem less daunting and more achievable. Remember, your savings goal is personal to you and your financial situation. Don't compare yourself to others or get discouraged if your goal seems smaller than someone else's. The most important thing is to set a goal that is challenging yet attainable for you. And remember to celebrate your progress along the way. Reaching those milestones will keep you motivated and inspired to keep going. Start saving today. There you have it. 5 simple yet effective ways to save $1,000 fast. Remember, saving money is not about depriving yourself. It's about making conscious choices and building positive financial habits. Start by tracking your spending. Cut those unnecessary subscriptions. Embrace the art of cooking at home. Declutter and sell your unused belongings. And set a clear savings goal to keep you motivated. Implement these tips, and you'll be well on your way to reaching your financial goals in no time. Every dollar you save is a step towards a more secure and financially free future. You've got this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more money-saving tips.